be angry forever? Shall thy jealousy burn like fire? Right? Because he's jealous because we was following other gods. And now what? Now we're getting punished, you know, because of that. We're getting punished because we was following these idols, right? It says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, right? And the heathens are the non-Israelites, right? Especially these Edomites, these Caucasians, right? It says, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. And the name is only found in the nation of Israel, right? The name of the Heavenly Father, right? This is Malachi 1 verse 14. But cursed be the deceiver, and the deceiver, these Edomites, right? That's the main deceiver, because what? They put the son of the Most High, they made him into a so-called white man, right? Somebody who has leprosy, right? That has no skin complexion, you know? It says, but cursed be the deceiver, which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord a corrupt thing, right? For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. So the heathen aren't going to call upon that name because it's dreadful to them. You know, when they hear the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, they know it's business, you know? It's strictly business, you know? And what? It's in their spirit, right? It's in their spirit when they feel this. That's why that's why they can't come against us, right? Because the Most High has given us this word, right? And brought us back to our nationality, right? This is Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Right? So we can we take it past the flesh, you know, and we're attacking the spirit within them, you know. Right? And it even cuts us that read it and the ones that hear it, you know. That's why it says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. None of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. Right? This is Psalms 79 and verse 6 again. It says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. For they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place. So what? It's clearly showing that these heathens, right, the ones that took down the nation of Israel, they're going to be punished, right? It says, for they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place. So that's their transgression. Oh, remember not against us former iniquities, right? Talking about the Israelites. Let thy tender mercy speedily prevent us, for we are brought very low, right? And that really happened only to one specific people, right? The Israelites, right? Which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why we're still in this captivity today, right? That's how low we are, right? It says, help us, O power of our salvation. Right, so what we're seeking out Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for our salvation. Why else would we be doing this? You know, right? But hey, you're supposed to fear the Most High anyways, right? I'm not saying that as in a proud statement or anything, or that's the only reason. But the main reason, right? We're really getting into this thing right now, right? Because it's so serious. Is because it's for our salvation. right? It says, help us, O power of our salvation, because only Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi can give us that salvation. For the glory of thy name, right? So he's going to save us, the elect, for our name's sake, right? And deliver us and purge away our sins for thy name's sake. So the nation of Israel's sins, the Negro, Latino, and Native American sins are going to be purged away, right? For the name of the Lord, right? Right? It says, wherefore should the heathen say, right? So this is the heathen talking, mainly the Edomites, the Caucasians. It says, wherefore the heathen said, wherefore should the heathen say, where is their power? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed. So what we're going, the Most High is going to manifest himself in this destruction that's coming, right? And he's going to use his son, right, and the elect to bring that destruction, you know? It says, let me get this one now. This is that's not the one I want. I think this one. Shalakia. This is Jeremiah 51 and 20. So let me get into it. This is Jeremiah 51 and 19. It says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, like the heathens, right? For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name, right? Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. So the Israelites are the Lord's battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, right? So what? He's going to use us, right? He's going to give us, he's going to lift up that standard, and we're going to take down these kingdoms, right? And the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi when Yahawashi returns, right? And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, right? So there's not going to be any discrimination who's going to get this beat down, right? It says, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers, right? So everybody's going to get it, right? There's not going to be any discrimination in that beatdown, right? This is what the Jake said earlier, Jeremiah 17 and 9. Or let me start at 7. Let me start at the top. It says Jeremiah. It says Jeremiah 17 verse 1. The sin of Judah is written with the pen of iron and with the point of a diamond. It is graven upon the table of their hearts and upon the horses of their altars. Whilst their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees upon the high hills, right? Which is, they're worshiping these idols. O my mountain, in the field I will give thy substance, and all thy treasures to the spoil, and thy high places for sin throughout all thy borders, right? And that's us getting taken out of our power seat. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage. So in the midst of us losing our power, right, we're going to lose our heritage. What is our heritage? That we are the children of God, right? It says, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever, which is a period of time, right? And that period of time is still going on, right? Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his army, and whose heart departed from the Lord, right? Because of this. This is Romans 8 and 7, or let me start at 6. It says, or 5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. Right? So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. Right? This is Jeremiah 17 and 5 again. It says, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his army, and whose heart departed from the Lord. Right? And why did they depart from the Lord? Because of that pride. Let's get it. This is Sirach 10 verse 12. It says the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, right? And his heart is turned away from his maker. So what that pride demon gets on you, and you turn away from the ways of the Most High, right? For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And you know this is a pride kingdom. You know, they base their whole kingdom on pride. You know, that's why what? They're going to be destroyed, and that's why they have so many abominations, right? Like lesbianism, right? Homosexuality, transgenderism, right? Different idols, idol worship, right? They have idols. They have holidays for idols, right? Which holiday goes back to holy day, right? But they have holidays for these idols, like Santa Claus, right? That's just an idol, right? To confuse the minds of the children, right? It says, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. Just how this land is going to be overthrown utterly, you know? This land itself is going to be overthrown utterly, right? This is Second Ezra 2. Salakia, Second Ezra 1, and I'm starting at 24. It says, "What shall I do unto thee, O Jacob?" Which is talking about the nation of Israel. "Thou Judah, wouldest not obey me? I will turn me to other nations, and unto those where I give my name, that they may keep my statutes." Right? And that's talking about the Israelite foreigners, right? The Israelites that didn't know they were Israelites, right? Because the actual Jews were going off. Verse 25. "Seeing ye have forsaken me, I will forsake you also. When ye desire me to be gracious unto you, I shall have no mercy upon you." That's why we're in this captivity today. "Whensoever ye shall call upon me, I will not hear you, for ye have defiled your hands with blood." So the Israelites, the Negro, Latino, and Native American, have defiled, it says, have defiled their hands with blood, right? "For ye have defiled your hands with blood, and your feet are swift to commit slaughter," right? So what? This is our punishment, to be in this captivity. But the Most High is going to recompense the heathens for their transgression with bringing us down, right? And what they want us to keep going off so their kingdom can still be here, but it's not going to last forever, you know? Let's get 2nd Ezra 7. It's like it's 6.